G'day guys and welcome back to AdosTheGreat YouTube channel. So guys, in today's video I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about the Women's State of Origin. So starting off with, how good was last night's game? Absolute thriller. It went down to the wire. I absolutely loved it. One thing I took from that game is that the refereeing was pretty good as well. Like, absolute cracker of a game, man. The evolution of women's rugby league is growing at such a fast pace, and I love to see that because I definitely think it should be. It 100% should be. Moving forward onto that, I've seen a lot of people saying, should the Women's State of Origin expand to a 3-game series? And I think it should. I don't see any reason why it shouldn't. We've seen such a level of success from the NRLW. It's starting to become much more fast-paced, and more people are tuning in, hence the reason that's expanding. So, yeah, I've got no issues with it being a 3-game series. I thought that obviously game 1, because it's the only game, up in Canberra was brilliant. It was a really good game. I was glued in from the first minute. It was just a thriller of a game. I absolutely loved it. Now, I do want to touch on a little bit about that game that I think a lot of people will be disappointed about. And the boys on the the Rules podcast, I think it was the the Rules podcast. It was Justin Horro's podcast or something. I tuned in the other day, first time. I should tune in a lot more because it was actually really good. Horro was talking to Big Willie Mason about why they're playing in Canberra, and I agree. Like, personally, that game should have been played on Sunday as the curtain raiser for the Men's State of Origin. Now, if we want women's rugby league and women's sport to grow a lot more in this country, then we need to do that. We need to get them a bigger crowd. Now, shout out to the crowd that came out to Canberra, because it would have been cold and they actually got a fairly decent crowd. But, I think if we had that game just before the Men's State of Origin, it would have drawn a bigger crowd in. People would have come to watch it. And a lot of people that I can't speak, I'm crook, that generally wouldn't watch a Women's State of Origin game would have been there and saw, wow, this is actually a pretty entertaining game. Now, I will play a clip from the the Rules podcast. Or, I'm sorry, it's probably not called that. I can't remember what it's called. But it was a chat between Justin Horro and Willie Mason. So I'll play that now, and you let me know what you guys think about this, but I think they're spot on.
Whoever put this game in Canberra, so Mace,
so bad.
Let's go back to when we were playing. The schedule comes out at the start of the year. One of the first things you look at, you want to go, all right, do we have Gold Coast away? Do we have Cowboys away? Beauty. We're gonna treat ourselves there. Probably after that, I go, fuck, are we playing Canberra away and when?
In winter.
Why are they playing the girls in Canberra in a state of origin with all the fucking politicians down in ACT? Like, it does not make sense. So I'm trying to get my head around. I'm going, like, why would they do that? The poor girls are probably just going to have their families and shit watching it there, because off the back of how good the NRLW or the WNRL Mace has gone this year, it's building nicely. They had a good turnout to the Redcliffe final up there.
That's where it should be.
You feel like you're part of the WNRL, which is the NRL. Everyone's together instead of you playing Canberra girls. You're one origin.
Or worst
I
case
don't
scenario,
feel like
just
I'm
don't
part
play
of the
the
NRL.
Canberra.
I'm like,
I don't
you treat
feel
me like shit. Why are you treating me like shit for? Why are you playing me in Canberra?
Why are you playing at
Who
Canberra?
organised that? Volandis did? He
I
just
don't
must have
know.
just got up and went, ugh, shit, Canberra.
Must be a little politician
Yeah,
backhander in there somewhere.
Yeah, must be for sure.
Give us this
money
game.
talks.
Yeah, we'll do some.
All right, anyway.
All right, so there you go. Hopefully the clip went in. Otherwise, this is going to be very embarrassing. But so basically, they were saying, like, well, why are we playing the game in Canberra? It shouldn't be played in Canberra. They said, predominantly the NRLW's played at Redcliffe, or the grand final is. So why don't we play it there? And I don't disagree with that, but I just think they're going to get bigger numbers and more people are going to tune in if it's right before the men's state of origin. I don't know. Look, maybe I'm wrong about that, but that's just how I feel. I feel like you get more people tune in because everyone's waiting to watch that state of origin game. And, you know, you're going to get a lot more people go, oh, well, we might as well chuck the women's on. And then they're going to see it and go, you know what? That was actually a cracker of a game. I absolutely loved it. Yeah, we're going to start following the NRLW and start getting into women's rugby league a lot more. So I thought that was pretty disappointing on the NRL's part there. I don't know. I'm going to assume Volandi's put it there, but yeah, look, I think it's a bit disappointing. And if we want to really help the growth of women's rugby league, we need to, you know, support the girls and get them out there on the big stage so that more people can see it. And I think, you know, we need to put more money into advertising the league than we already are. Like, look, I really do enjoy women's rugby league. I'm not a big fan of women's AFL, but I really do like women's rugby league. It really interests me. I think it's a great sport. Obviously, it's the same as rugby league, but I just think it's really good. So, you know, I want them to get more viewers. I want more people to tune in because I know there's a lot of shallow-minded people out there that go, that's going to be boring. I don't want to watch that. I don't want to do this. What a bloody stupid thing to do. Why put that on TV? All this crap because they've never seen it before. I guarantee you, look, I won't lie. I was one of them to start with. I honestly was. And I'll cross my heart and I'll tell you truthfully, I was. And when I watched a game of NRLW, it was brilliant. It was fast-paced. It was enjoyable. And I thought it was brilliant. So I think we need to get around the girls and really help broaden the NRLW and Women's State of Origin. I think we should have a 3-game series. I think that's only fair. And, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments because I think it'd be amazing to see women's rugby league flourish more than it already is. It's fast becoming a big sport in Australia too, so it's good to see that. But, yeah, look, if you guys do comment and you're like, look, this is rubbish, I don't want to see this, this is ridiculous, keep it to one game, I won't watch it, please tune into a game. Tune into next year's Women's State of Origin because it will blow your mind how good of a game it is. Personally, I thought that was just, you know, obviously it's not as fast-paced as the men's, but it's still a very fast-paced game, and it was brilliant to watch last night. I thought the refereeing was brilliant as well. I don't know what changed between the women's and the men's for the refereeing, but I thought the refereeing was pretty spot on last night. Few bad calls, but at the end of the day, you're going to get that in any sport. So very, very positive notes for the NRLW. Hopefully, Volandis can wake up and actually get them some more coverage. I think a bigger season's needed too. You know, get the games televised. Just they need to start doing something to improve it because these women, they pour their heart and soul into this sport and they deserve more than what they're getting at the moment. But, yeah, that is going to wrap it up for me, guys. Bit of a longer one today. I didn't think I'd go on this long, but I'm very passionate about this. It's 2022. Come on, guys. We've got to make women's sport more visible. We've got to get it out there more. So, yeah, let's do better. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for your support. I hope you enjoyed this one. Comment your thoughts down below. Cannot wait to hear from you. But that is going to wrap it up from me. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.